The old house stood on a hill, overlooking a town that shimmered with life. Sunlight streamed through dusty windows, illuminating forgotten treasures. The air hummed with the quiet whispers of the past, stories held captive in the heart of the house. Each room held a memory, each corner a secret. Amongst these treasures, in a room filled with the scent of lavender and thyme, stood a grand fireplace. Its mantel was a stage for a collection of porcelain figures, each frozen in a moment of exquisite detail. They were silent sentinels, bearing witness to the passage of time and the stories that unfolded within the house's walls. The house, with its creaking floorboards and watchful portraits, seemed to hold its breath, waiting for the day its stories would be brought to life once more. For within those walls, even time could not diminish the power of love and the enduring strength of the human spirit. On the mantel, amidst the delicate china teacups and a silver-framed photograph, lived the shepherdess and the chimney sweep. Crafted with the finest porcelain, they were the epitome of love and devotion. The shepherdess, with her flowing gown and gentle eyes, was a vision of grace and kindness.
Her gaze was forever fixed upon the chimney sweep, a charming figure with rosy cheeks and a soot-stained jacket.
He held a tiny broom in his hand, forever frozen in the act of offering a freshly picked wildflower to his beloved. Their love was a silent symphony, spoken through the tilt of her head, the tender curve of his smile. They shared stories whispered in the quiet of the night, dreams painted across the vast canvas of their imaginations. Theirs was a love born of simple joys, the warmth of the hearth, the gentle rhythm of the grandfather clock, the unspoken language of two souls intertwined. One crisp autumn evening, as the wind howled its mournful song and shadows danced across the mantel, a new figure arrived. It was a stern-faced Chinese figurine, a general adorned with silk robes and a menacing scowl. His arrival cast a pall over the mantel, his presence as unwelcome as a spider in a sugar bowl.
"The shepherdess," he boomed, his voice a discordant clang in the peaceful silence, "is promised to me, a decree from the emperor himself."
The other figures gasped, their porcelain faces etched with concern. The shepherdess trembled, her delicate hand reaching for the chimney sweep who stood protectively before her.
His heart pounded against his porcelain chest, fear a bitter taste in his mouth. He could not lose his beloved, not without a fight.
Section 4. Escape, a journey into the unknown. Under the cloak of night, while the old house slept, the shepherdess and the chimney sweep made their daring escape. Guided by the faint moonlight that spilled through the window, they climbed down from the mantel, their porcelain limbs trembling with every movement. The journey was fraught with peril. Each creaking floorboard sounded like a thunderclap, every shadow a lurking monster. They braved dusty corners and cobwebbed hallways, their hearts pounding in unison.
"Don't be afraid, my love, we'll be safe. We have each other."
But fear gnawed at the edges of their courage. The unknown stretched before them, a vast and terrifying darkness. Yet hand in hand they ventured forth, their love a beacon in the night. Section 5. The longing for home, a love that endures. Days turned into nights as the shepherdess and the chimney sweep navigated the labyrinthine house. They found themselves in forgotten rooms, each telling a silent story of the past. They encountered other trinkets, forgotten toys and dusty books, each encounter a stark reminder of the life they'd left behind. The world outside the mantel was vast and overwhelming. The silence of their porcelain world was replaced by a cacophony of sounds. The ticking of the grandfather clock, the creaking of the house settling, the distant hoot of an owl. Despite the fear that clung to them like a shroud, the shepherdess and the chimney sweep found solace in each other's presence. Their love, tested by the trials of their escape, only deepened, their bond growing stronger with every shared glance and whispered word of comfort. Yet a profound sense of longing began to creep into their hearts, a yearning for the familiar comfort of the mantel, the warmth of the hearth, the silent companionship of their fellow porcelain figures. It was the call of home, the pull of a love that transcended even their desire for freedom.